There is only a short time left. I am calling you to stop in awareness, because a special blessing is being prepared to enter your home and your life. My beloved child, do not quickly set these words aside as though they were only a passing echo among the many sounds of the world. I do not call you without reason, nor do I place this moment before your eyes for you to read and forget. A movement full of light is drawing near, a visitation of favor, a flow of peace and restoration that I prepared long ago for the days when you thought you had been forgotten. What I desire from you right now is not panic, but a heart that knows how to stop, listen, and open the door for faith to enter before the blessing becomes clear in your circumstances. This message has not come to you as a word for a nameless crowd. I am speaking to you, the one who has many times walked among people, yet still felt alone. The one who has searched for a small sign to know that I still remember, still here, and still keep my eyes on your weary steps. You have passed through storms that not everyone could see. There have been battles fought in silence, with no drumbeat, no witness, only you and your sighs in the night. There have been days when you woke with a burden on your chest, trying to do what needed to be done, trying to keep a smile, trying not to let anyone realize that inside you needed a word to lift you. I saw it all, my child. I even saw the times when you wanted to give up, but still chose to rise one more time. There were nights when you wondered whether your prayers had touched the high place. You whispered in weariness, prayed with broken words, and sometimes remained silent simply because you no longer knew what else to say. At times, you thought I was far away. At times, you thought doors kept closing because you had been forgotten. At times, you looked around your home, at the responsibilities, the worries, and the things that had not yet been untied, and wondered when relief would come. But I speak to you with the kindness of a father. Not one of your cries has been left outside. Not one of your tears has been taken lightly. Not one season of waiting has fallen out of my hand. Your home is being covered by me in a way your eyes have not yet fully seen. That place is not only where you enter and leave, not only a roof, walls, rooms, and familiar objects. It is the place where you have hoped, endured, prayed, cried quietly, and dreamed of a more peaceful day. I know every small corner of it. I know the rooms that once held tension. I know the silences that once felt heavier than words. I know the times when you longed for change but did not know where to begin. And now, I am preparing to bring a new atmosphere into your home. Not through noise, but through the gentle presence of peace, order, protection, and restoration. The blessing that is coming is not only an outward thing for you to rejoice over for a moment. It is confirmation that I have never forgotten your address, never overlooked your quiet needs, never taken lightly your desire to live in stability, safety, and relief. Perhaps that blessing will come as help at the right time. Perhaps it will come as an opportunity and a conversation, an open door. Good news, a financial release, reconciliation in the family, or an unexpected flow of peace filling a place once full of anxiety. Do not limit the way I can act. I can use very ordinary things to bring a very deep change. I can touch a heart far away and cause help to reach you at the right time. I can put order back into things you thought were too tangled to untie. My beloved child, do not let old disappointments cause you to reject good news when it draws near. I know you once hoped and then felt let down. I know there were things that once looked bright with promise, yet, in the end, left you having to gather yourself and stand again. I know why you became cautious, why you no longer easily believe in change, why you often protect yourself by not expecting too much. But today, I am rekindling within you a cleaner faith. Not a hurried faith that runs after every outward sign, but a faith that knows your Father can still renew a season that seemed dry. Do not let doubt close the door before what I am sending arrives. Do not let fear tell you that blessings are always for others, while you only stand watching from afar. Right now, you are standing at a sacred crossroads, where you can continue being pulled by distraction, or you can stop and place your heart under my light. Your response does not need to be loud. I am not looking for an empty outward gesture from you. I am looking for a heart that is truly open. If you want to say Amen, say it as a gentle agreement that you believe I am still moving, that you are ready to receive what is good with humility, and that you do not want weariness to extinguish the lamp of faith within you. Even the smallest act, when it comes from a sincere heart, can become a marker of return, of listening, of choosing to stand with hope instead of continuing to bow before darkness. I have sent more protection around you than you know. There are things I stopped before they could enter your home. There are doors I closed to protect you from what was not pure. There are delays I allowed so you would not enter too soon. There were waiting seasons that made you sad. But within them, I trained you to discern, to be patient, and to ask not only for blessing, but also for the wisdom to steward that blessing. Now, as I prepare to release something better into your life, I want you to enter with awareness. Do not receive blessing with greed. Do not step through the new door with a mind still full of bitterness. Do not let what I give become a reason for you to drift away from me. Let it make you more grateful, kinder, more generous, and steadier. The battles you have passed through were not in vain. The nights when you thought you had been abandoned were not the final chapter. The prayers that seemed suspended were not lost. I am gathering those things into the foundation for a new season, where you will understand that waiting is not always meaningless delay, but can be preparation full of love. When blessing touches your home, remember that I do not only want to fill your hands, I want to brighten your heart again. I do not only want to untie circumstances, I want to restore faith within you. I do not only want to open a door, I want to teach you to walk through that door in peace, integrity, and deep gratitude. So stop, my child, and let your heart receive the light I am sending. Do not pass over this moment with indifference. Do not let the noise outside drown out the invitation within. I am near to you. I am covering your home. I am preparing a visitation of peace, provision, and restoration at the right time. Open your heart, but also keep yourself in wisdom. Hope, but hope in me. Expect what is good, but do not forget that I am the source of every good thing. And when that blessing begins to enter your life in the way I have appointed, you will realize that I heard your voice in the long nights, preserved you through hidden battles, and led you to this moment so you would know that you have never been forgotten. Many times, you doubted whether good news would truly visit the door of your home. And I saw each time your heart grew quiet in waiting. My beloved child, I know that feeling. The feeling of standing outside the joy of others, watching them enter their season of blessing, watching them receive answers, watching ways open for them, and then quietly wondering when it would be your turn. You rejoiced for others, but in the hidden place, you also asked quietly, "Father, what about me?" I heard that question. I saw you quickly wipe away your tears so no one would notice. I saw you keep encouraging others while you yourself needed encouragement. I saw you speak uplifting words to the weary while your own heart was waiting for a miracle of its own. None of that was taken lightly by me. Today, I speak to you with tenderness yet clarity. Do not keep hiding your expectation as though hope were something shameful. Do not live like someone who must lower expectations just to avoid disappointment. Do not tell yourself not to hope for anything great, not to believe too deeply, not to open your heart too much, because you fear that if it does not come, you will hurt even more. I know the past taught you caution. I know long seasons of waiting made you careful with your own faith. But I do not call you to live in the numbness of disappointment. I call you to live in pure expectation, where you can look to me and say, "Father, I do not know the day or the hour, but I believe you are still working." Expectation placed in me is not empty dreaming. It is the way your heart agrees with my faithfulness. I am working behind the scenes, even when everything before your eyes still seems ordinary. Answers are being prepared in places you cannot yet see. Hearts are being softened. Conversations are being arranged. Doors are being unlocked from the inside. There are things you thought had passed by, but I am calling them back in the right season, in the right way. According to my wisdom, you do not need to know every detail to believe that I am moving. Many times, what I do begins in silence, then gradually enters your life like dawn spreading over the earth. When you do not yet see the result, I am still preparing the meeting. When you have not yet heard the knock at the door, I have already set the answer on its way. When you think you are being delayed, I am aligning the timing so that what comes to you will not only come quickly, but will come rightly. There is a battle surrounding your destiny, not to frighten you, but so you will understand why. In recent days, your heart has been easily distracted, easily wearied, easily doubtful, and easily tempted to scroll past sacred reminders. Darkness knows the power of a sincere yes. It knows that when you agree with me, when you stop delaying obedience, when you pause long enough to listen to my voice, old chains begin to lose their authority. Hidden doors begin to appear, and peace returns to its place within your heart. Therefore, the enemy of peace wants you busy, wants you discouraged, wants you to think this word is also just something passing by, wants you to overlook the moment in which I am calling you to awaken. But today, I am removing the barriers that have kept you far from your own faith. I am touching the deep layers within you with a gentle strength that cannot be ignored. Not the strength of pressure, but the strength of love. Not a call that makes you panic, but a call that causes you to realize you have been remembered. This is a holy appointment in your journey. A moment I place before you, so you will no longer live as one forgotten. If you choose to receive it, no force can keep you from what belongs to you according to my good purpose. What I have prepared for you will not be stolen by slander, erased by delay, or cancelled by the days when you were weak in heart. I am the one who keeps my word, and what I keep for you is still in my hand. My presence surrounds you like a shield. There are things you have been protected from that you never knew. There are opposing words that could not touch your future because I stood between. There are impure plans that were stopped before you could see them. There were delays that saddened you, but in truth, they kept you from entering places where there was no peace. I protected you in seasons when you thought you were only enduring alone. I lifted you on days when you thought your strength was gone. I kept the flame within you when many winds wanted to put it out. So do not say you are forgotten. Do not say the blessing passed through your life without stopping. The things you feared had slipped away are being restored by me in a wiser, more enduring, and more peaceful way. You once feared that your season had been missed. You once thought good opportunities were only for others. You once lowered your faith to avoid pain. But I am teaching you to lift your head again. I am expanding your heart so you can receive what you prayed for without trembling in shame. I am healing within you the habit of hoping for less, so you will not be disappointed. I am placing back within you the courage of one who knows their Father is not poor in mercy. What I am about to do is not only to bring outward good news, I also want to change the way you stand before that good news. You will not receive like a stranger standing outside the door. You will receive as a child called by name, loved, prepared, and led in at the right time. If there is a gentle stirring within you, understand that it is not a coincidence. It is the hidden part of you recognizing my voice. It is hope that seemed asleep now, opening its eyes. It is faith that has been tested for a long time but has never died. Let that stirring draw you closer to me, not into panic. Let it make you awake, not anxious. Let it become a quiet yes within your heart. Father, I believe you are doing something good. I receive your guidance. I do not want to miss what you are placing before me. A response like that, if it comes from sincerity, is more precious than every outward form. Keep your heart in trust. My child, stop hiding your expectation as though I were not kind enough to answer. Stop allowing old disappointments to teach you to doubt new things. Step into this day with peaceful expectation, not hurried, not forced, not trembling, but steady in my love. Good news may come in a way you do not predict. The answer may enter through a very small door. Blessing may begin through a conversation, a meeting, a change within your heart, a direction being illuminated, or an opportunity opening at the right time. When it comes, you will know that I was behind everything, patiently weaving each detail. So open your heart, stand firm, and receive with humility. I have not forgotten you. I have not overlooked your home. I have not wasted the tears you shed in silence. I saw you encouraging others when you yourself needed a miracle. I heard you believe in days when there was no evidence. I have kept your prayers in my hand. And now, I am bringing you into a season where what you once quietly hoped for will begin to find its way into your life with grace, peace, and the right timing that only I can arrange. I know how long you have waited, and I know every question you quietly asked when doors closed, when people left, and when your heart felt as though it no longer had enough strength to hope again. You stood before long silences and wondered why what you prayed for had not yet taken shape. Why the people you once trusted did not stay. Why certain roads that seemed full of promise suddenly closed before your eyes. I heard the brokenness in every silent prayer of yours. I heard even the sentences you did not speak aloud. The sighs you tried to hide beneath calmness. The sorrows you placed in the dark corner of your heart because you did not want anyone to see. You thought silence meant I was not answering. But my beloved child, I was there in every moment, not leaving you, not abandoning you, not forgetting what I promised. I am the one who heals, restores, and provides for you according to my timing. What you see as a closing, I see as protection. What you call loss, I can turn into freedom. What you thought was delay, I am using to prepare your heart, reset your steps, and bring you into the right position to receive something more enduring. There are doors that, if they had opened sooner, would have led you into places that did not belong to you. There are people who, if they had stayed longer, would have pulled you farther from the peace I have for you. There are plans that, if they had succeeded according to your desire at that time, would only have caused you to carry unnecessary burdens. Therefore, do not quickly judge my kindness by what you do not yet understand. I am working in the depths, even when the surface of your life remains quiet. The word of protection I have spoken over you is still alive, still working, still covering your circumstances today. The things built against you will not have the right to decide your future while you are in my covering. The words meant to make you small, the plans meant to discourage you, the obstacles meant to steal your peace, all of them must bow before my power. You do not need to fight every accusation by yourself, and you do not need to defend your worth before every doubtful eye. I know who you are. I know what I placed within you. I know the road I am leading you on, and what I have established for you cannot be erased by human opposition or the threats of darkness. I have sent my holy messengers to guard your home, your life, your work, and the things I have entrusted into your hands. The protection around you does not always appear through great signs, but you have been preserved through many things you did not even recognize. There are dangers that could not touch you. There are harmful plans that were caused to fall apart before they came near. There are roads you thought were blocked, but in truth, I built a fence so you would not enter where you would be wounded. Archangel Michael is being placed by me as a sign of strong protection around what belongs to you, so you may understand that you do not fight alone and your home has not been abandoned in the winds of life. The news that is coming will bring laughter back to your lips and joy back to your heart. Not the forced laughter you use to hide weariness, but laughter born from relief, from the feeling of knowing that I have finally opened the way, that what was heavy has finally begun to be untied, that the years of waiting were not meaningless. You will remember this moment as a turning point, not because everything changed in the blink of an eye the way you imagined, but because from here you will begin to recognize that my hand has quietly overcome everything that once opposed you. Heaven's plan is always higher than the schemes that wanted to make you collapse. What the enemy used to make you weary, I will use to make you stronger. What once made you cry in silence, I will turn into the place where testimony begins to rise. My beloved child, do not make the mistake of thinking this is only another passing promise. I know you have heard many words and then felt disappointed. I know there were times when you did not dare to believe too much because you feared your heart would hurt again. I know you felt overlooked, as though other people's lives were moving while you remained in an unnamed place of waiting. But I say to you that you have not been passed over. You have been set apart for something greater than what your eyes can see. There are seasons when I hide you not, so you will disappear, but so I can prepare you in the secret place. There are times when I do not allow you to be recognized immediately, not because you lack value, but because the right time revealing will carry greater weight. The things I am sending to you are not as small as your fear once imagined. They are not only a few temporary pieces of comfort so you can keep enduring. I am preparing purposeful abundance, timely support, deep restoration, and an opened way that you cannot create by your own strength. I will cause what was restricted to expand. I will cause the place that was dry to begin receiving a new stream. I will cause the walls of limitation you thought would stand forever to fall before your eyes. Not so you will become proud, but so you will know that my power can still shift your life from lack to provision, from weariness to support, from shame to restoration. I am about to make you a testimony. You will not only receive good news, your very life will become good news to those who think they cannot overcome. When they see you rise after everything you endured, they will understand that brokenness is not the end. When they hear how I opened the way for you, they will recover faith for themselves. When they see you walking in peace after seasons of storms, they will know that I am still the one who supports those who think they have run out of strength. Therefore, do not take your story lightly. Do not be ashamed of the difficult roads. The very places that once hurt you will become the places where my light is revealed most gently. I am removing every heavy yoke that has pressed upon the deepest part of you. The worries that have sat too long in your mind will no longer have the right to rule. The self-condemning words that made you lower your head will be lifted off. The limitations you received from the past, from failure, from the words of others, from seasons of rejection, will begin to lose their power as my truth rises within you. I do not only want to change your circumstances, I want to change the way you see yourself. You are not someone forgotten. You are not someone called only to get through the day. You are someone loved by me, preserved by me, restored by me, and led by me into a season more meaningful than anything you once imagined. Prepare your heart with humility and gratitude. When laughter returns, remember the one who wiped your tears. When the door opens, remember the one who kept you from the wrong doors. When provision comes, remember the one who sustained you in the season of lack. When the walls fall, walk through with a clean heart, not with revenge, not with arrogance, not forgetting that others are still waiting to be lifted. What I give you is not only to make your life lighter, but to make your life brighter.
Yeah.
Stand firm, my beloved child, because what I am doing will cause you to realize that every waiting season Every closing, every tear, and every long night has been gathered by me, sanctified, and turned into the road that leads you into the restoration I prepared long ago. You may wonder why I am speaking to you with such deep urgency, why I keep calling you to pay attention in this moment. My beloved child, it is not to sow fear in your heart, but to awaken you from distraction before a divine appointment passes through your life. There are moments placed into your journey that are not like ordinary moments. They carry the mark of arrangement, answer, redirection, and mercy. When I urge you to listen, it is because a door is drawing near. An answer is moving. Something prepared for your name is entering its time of revealing. Do not let fear, doubt, or the habit of scrolling past everything cause you to miss what I am placing before you. This period of time is precious, and because it is precious, I do not want you to face it with indifference. You do not need to panic, but you do need to stay awake. You do not need to tremble, but you do need to open your heart. My angels are carrying out their part in obedience. Arrangements are being moved into place, and the prayers you once offered in secret are being touched by my power. There are answers that have already begun to be released even before you see the full sign. There are blessings drawing near quietly, without noise, without display, yet as certain as dawn after the long night. Today, I want you to recognize that my promise is not only something ancient for you to hear and admire, it is being drawn closer to your life, so you may know that I am still the one who answers. You cried out to me in seasons when your heart was full of questions. You sought me when circumstances were unclear. You longed to see things greater than your mind could explain. And I heard, I will not let you keep circling within small things when I have prepared a holy expansion for you. I will not let you be limited by what others said, by the past that hurt you, or by the doubt that many times tried to suffocate your faith. What I am about to reveal may exceed your understanding, but it will not exceed my hand. Therefore, let your heart become still and receive the guidance, because what I do does not need the permission of the doubtful. There are people around you who will not understand the battle you have been through. They did not see the nights when you had to keep yourself from collapsing. You did not know the tears you wiped away quickly. You did not understand why your peace today is a miracle. Some may even doubt when they see blessing come to you, and they may try to explain it as luck, opportunity, coincidence, or anything except my hand. But do not be troubled by those voices. I do not need their approval to lift you. I do not need them to understand everything to complete what I have spoken. Those who once underestimated you will have to see my kindness covering you in a way that cannot be denied. I am preparing a table of restoration in the very place where there was once opposition. I am placing honor where there was contempt, joy where there were tears, support where there was isolation, and abundance where there was lack. Those who once wanted to wound you will not have the right to write your final chapter. The words they once spoke will no longer remain a shadow over your future. I will make your life a sign of faithfulness, so that the very place where you were once lowered will become the place where you are lifted in peace. Therefore, my child, lift your head. Do not bow your face before the past anymore. Do not let weariness make you forget that my kindness is still pursuing you. Prepare your heart to receive what I am releasing, not with pride, but with gratitude. Step into this moment with awareness. Because I am near, I am acting, I am opening the way, and I am bringing you an answer that will cause you to understand that every waiting season has been held in my loving hand.